Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your notification bells for all new videos. Today I wanted to discuss the feminine hygiene when it comes to your vagina and how to keep it fresh down there regardless of whatever season it is, whatever day it is. Just what I do to maintain an everyday freshness and hygiene, and also just maintaining vagina health. So I'm going to just get into some tips that I do, and if you have any, you can always share if you have other ones, but these are the ones that work for me based off of my body, my pH, as well as my skin, because you definitely have to take care of the outside just like you take care of the inside. Now, the first thing I do is making sure I am properly clean down there. So I shower daily. Sometimes if I'm working out extreme or it's really hot, I'll shower twice a day. But typically I try to shower every day on a consistent basis, and I use these wipes when I'm using the restroom. I also use Quinton tissue, the purple bag off of Amazon. I prefer that because it's soft and it is firm, so I don't have that residue left after using tissue. I also use a bidet or however it's pronounced. I use one of those as well. I purchased it on Amazon. You can check out my Amazon storefront if you're interested. It works wonders. I got the feminine wash one, so it actually sprays the front and the back. I can go ahead and show you guys in this next video so you can get a little bit of glimpse, but let's dive into that. Next is my I would say all day how I keep it fresh. I wear panty liners. I put this in another video. I feel like panty liners help with taking the odor away by collecting your discharge, and then you're disposing it throughout the day. Keeps you fresh. And then I use a Lume in between my thighs, so that way I'm not constantly sweating in between my thighs, which can also cause an odor in that area. And sometimes it's not your vagina, it's just your thighs. And then I also use baby powder, and I only do baby powder when I know I'm going to be out in the sun all day, or I'm doing like a sporty activity, or I haven't shaved, because hair can also cause you to sweat, so it gives you like another odor, a sweat odor. So I'll put baby powder down there just to soak up that sweat, basically. Now I want to talk about when it comes to shaving. So when you don't shave, if you choose not to, you need to have preventive measures just to keep it fresh down there, because hair can get caught in clothes. It can carry odor. It can hold like tissue paper on your body. So if you don't shave in between your butt and you're wiping your butt constantly with tissue and not rinsing off or wiping, that tissue paper stays in your butt or on that piece of hair, and if there's odor on there, it will linger. So I definitely recommend shaving or trimming. I use, don't mind the razor, but I use this razor right here, and it has a trimmer on the back. That way I don't have to actually put the blade to my skin, because I suffer from ingrown hairs. So I don't typically use this to shave. I'll use electric, and it'll still be a little bit of hair there, but it'll be very minimum, and that works for me. I've tried to go bald and it just constantly brings ingrown hair, and I'm just tired of it. This is the shaving cream I use because it's thick, it spreads a lot, and you only need a little bit, and it lasts long, and it's vegan and natural. Now I also use, of course, Honey Pot. Honey Pot is how I wash my vagina. I put it on the inside, I do 3 pumps, and I wash. I also use it in my back area of my butt because I just think that it's best for both areas to keep clean, and it's a natural wash, so it won't really harm your butt. And since I have sensitive skin, I just do this. Now, staying fresh on your period. This is another part of feminine hygiene. I use Super Plus tampons. I typically always go for the cheaper version because right now I'm on a budget. But if you are into organic, go ahead. But those are about $8 a pop. And the way that, my period set up, I have a heavy flow, so I pop right through those in like a month. And I need something that's longevity. So I buy the Super Plus tampons. I also use this on my period as well. So that's what I do throughout the day. Like if I'm on my period, I'll wear this pad and I'll wear a Super Plus tampon because I bleed heavy and blood carries a smell and odor. So I definitely like to try to prevent that smell from getting out by keeping it, bottled in. Then at night, I use these overnight maxi pads because, like I said, I have a heavy flow and it's very crucial for me to really always have preventive measures. So I wear a Super Plus tampon and a pad. Sometimes I'll even wear 2 pads and a Super Plus tampon because my period is so heavy. And honestly, I have been at the doctor trying to figure out how to minimize that because I've been having it for years and I get like terrible cramps. It's so painful and it honestly became quite embarrassing sometimes because, and that's another reason why I stopped wearing white, because I just never knew when my period was coming. It was irregular, it was heavy, it was a lot of spotting, and then I had to really get my period regulated by getting on birth control. And then after that, I started taking preventive measures to make sure that my blood is basically stay in the pad and the tampon. So I have to consistently change it out, consistently wear double because I want to make sure my odor stays in place, my blood stay in place, everything is in place. And to end this video, on my period, I wear a lot of baby powder because I feel like it just keeps it fresh. I don't know what it is, but it just keeps the odor in. I do not get breakouts from it. I have not had any yeast infections or BVs. I don't know about other people. I don't put the baby powder in between my vagina. It's typically at the top of my vagina area, just at the top, basically. And I hope you guys like this feminine video. It was a little bit a lot for me to share how I keep it fresh down there, but I definitely got questions and I wanted to answer them and then just give tips out there for people because a lot of women suffer from this. And I know this based off of just being around women and smelling them. And it's hard to say this because a lot of people want to deny this, but when you're around a woman and there's a smell, and as a woman, you know what the smell is. You know off back, like, oh, she on her period. Or like, okay, she musty. And you know what the smell is. Okay, her booty stinks. She smells like sweat. Like, you need to really be good with your hygiene. I think that's for anybody, even males, because like when you're not shaving in a certain area and you run around sweating and you're going to pop up on somebody, you have to smell good. And you have to take care of that. You need to trim it down. You need to powder it up. You need to get something fresh in there because nobody wants to be nobody smelling like sweat, smelling like fish, smelling like blood, smelling like odors of all type. So definitely take these preventive measures, you guys, and start figuring out what works for your body. And when it comes to women, really start honing in on your feminine hygiene and maintaining your odor. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit your notification bells. Deuces.